Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Alan Troop, reporting news from around the Columbia Basin for Monday, December 23rd. Tonight, we report on a man that fell from Pinto Dam at the south end of Billy Clap Lake and how people in Ephrata are going to be paying more. In sports, Bob Kirkpatrick reports on how the Columbia Basin teams did on the hardwoods. And our spotlight story tonight is about a sanctuary for abused and neglected animals in Moses Lake. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight, a man fell from Pinto Dam at Billy Clap Lake early this morning and was taken to Samaritan Hospital with life-threatening injuries. A U.S. Bureau of Reclamation employee was checking the dam and slipped on ice at about 8:20 a.m., according to a Grant County Sheriff's Office spokesman. The man fell about 35 feet and landed on concrete. He was rescued by EMTs from Grant County Fire District 12 and taken to the hospital. His name will not be released until after his family is notified of the accident. Ephrata residents will have to pay more to the city. The City Council approved a 1.6% increase for the majority of its fees and fines. The city started using the Consumer Price Index to increase rates 3 years ago as a way for the rates to keep up with inflation. City Administrator Wes Crago said 3 sets of fees are increasing at a larger amount. The city increased water rates by 5.6% because of a plan to improve the city's water system. Sewer rates were increased by $6.50 plus 1.6% to pay for improvements. The third increase is because the city switched from an annual dog license requirement to 1 license for the life of the animal. The cost went up to $10 for spayed or neutered dogs and to $30 for dogs that aren't spayed or neutered. 2 people are now arrested for the attempted murder of a Moses Lake man, Dale Olmos, on December 11th. Both Jordan Weister, a 21-year-old Moses Lake man, and Jose Rivera, a 16-year-old Moses Lake teen, were charged in Grant County Superior Court with attempted murder in the first degree and had their bail set at $1 million. The 2 were reportedly involved with shooting Olmos in the head and leaving him in a field over an allegation of a stolen cell phone. Rivera is being charged as an adult and faces a second charge of attempted murder in the second degree. The third person is still being sought by the Grant County Sheriff's Office. They are looking for Gilbert Williamson, a 46-year-old Moses Lake man. He is described as being a Caucasian, standing 6 feet tall, weighing about 220 pounds, with hazel eyes and short brown hair. The Sheriff's Office asked anyone with information about the shooting or the location of Rivera or Williamson to call 509-762-1160. Information can also be sent by email to crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. People providing tips can remain anonymous. Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We will be back after these messages with the latest from our iFIBER 1 Weather Center, sports, and more news.